Here's some inside information from Betty Crocker. It's the most exciting thing you can do with the inside of a cake.
Your name is Chad Buskin. Oh, yeah. You're kind of a normal guy, you think. Normal, but cool. An under-the-radar style of guy. The type of guy who would make a great wingman. You really like this niche for yourself, and you often fondly consider that your ideal role would be as the sidekick of a rom-com protagonist. That might sound weird, but that's just how you roll. Bros before hoes. Also, you wear shitty Weezer shirts. A long time ago, you lived in Texas. You still live in Texas, but this place is fucking huge, so now you live in a part that feels different than the part you were in. That's all to say, you live far from your friend, Dave. You and Dave go way back, like public school kindergarten way back. When you were both 13, however, you had to move to the Panhandle while Dave stuck around in the big city. Thanks to the wonders of the internet, however, you two were able to keep in touch like never before. Even so, it's not like Dave is your only friend. You also have your new buddies. You decide to check in with buddy numero uno, the brains of the outfit, so to speak, the infamous Mike Hawksbig, the founder of the VG Facts forums you all frequent. Mike is a lot older than you are, but you both bonded over a shared love of shitty Flash animation and gaming, and the rest was history. It's kind of beautiful that the internet can connect so many people, you think. You know Mike will have all the answers. You and Mike and your other pals will make this game your collective bitch. Mikey, my man, what's the scoop, Snoop? What's up, Ketchup? What's new, Beef Stew? Aren't we slated to play some games today? I heard that you most righteously already got Jack into the game. My man TG has been talking this shit up all day. You wait a moment or two. Odd. Mike isn't responding. I'll ask Jack. You pivot, speaking to your secondary bud, Jack Offerman. Jack-o'-lantern, Jack Attack, speak to me. You're supposed to get Iona in the game, right? Reiterate the loop to me, my guy. You wait. Again. No response. You squirm in your computer chair. You decide to switch to the group chat. Hey, guys. Any word? Jack? Mikey? Kind of in the lurch here, fellas. Lol.
Chad?
It's your final compatriot, Iona Fatpuss. You feel sorry she has such an unfortunate name, but she seems to think it's hilarious. She's in no laughing mood right now, though, from the look of things. Iona, are you in?
Yeah. Chad, things are really bad.
Bad? Your chest thuds. Dave mentioned this game was dangerous. That's silly, though. Games can't be dangerous. That's TV show shit.
I haven't heard from the guys. I'm freaking out, dude.
Just relax. What happened to them?
So, basically, we got into the game. Mike took the lead and tried to get Jack in, but, Jack said he hasn't heard anything from him.
Oh.
So Jack tried to get me in, right? And I'm in the game, but now Jack is missing. I think they both couldn't get in.
Wait, so Mike and Jack aren't even in? Just you? That's bad, though, dog. The loop is supposed to go Mike, Jack, you, me, then I get Mike in.
Fuck, it's really confusing. And there's also the ghost.
A ghost?
Yeah, there's some kind of fucking spooky phantasm, dude. It's fucked up. I'm straight up frightened and whatnot, man.
You're not entirely sure what to make of that. A ghost?
It's my dead puppy Marbles, Chad. The ghost of Marbles. There was this orb, okay, and Marbles' ashes, went into the orb.
Oh, wow, that's fucked up. You're basically not listening right now. Iona is prone to these flights of fantasy, and you're not about to indulge them in this moment of truth.
I better get you into the game, though.
Yeah. You install the game and get started. Before long, you're inundated with game bullshit. You know, the typical things you as in the reader, not you as in Chad Buskin, are accustomed to by now. You, Chad Buskin, not you, the reader, head downstairs to find a massive machine in your living room, what Iona calls a cruxtruder.
Fuck, Chad. Still nothing from the guys.
How are things holding up, fat puss?
The ghost is still around, but now there are also fucking gremlins? This sucks, man. This game sucks.
You're really on the fence about this. Iona talks a lot of shit, but at the same time, she just made machines magically appear in your apartment. You eye the countdown clock. Something about a ticking timer makes you nervous. What's with the timer?
Oh, fuck. Don't let that run out, okay? Find something to get it open. There's like a tube inside.
Iona's vagueness is bordering on irritating now, especially given how your two other friends are missing wholesale. Could they really be? Your mind's train of thought is obliterated, however, when a meteor strikes the apartment. Your apartment building is small, only housing a dozen or so places, each one with only 3 rooms each. Shit living, essentially. Perfect for a kid living on his own for the first time. You cough, smoke filling your lungs as you gasp for air and looking around. Looks like your immediate area is unharmed, the meteor striking the car park outside. Car alarms forlornly going off en masse as you hear your neighbors panicking. Fuck, you wheeze, looking out the window. In the distance, you hear more impacts, and when you look upwards, your stomach flips. High above you is an oppressive sight. For a moment, you mistake it as a cloudy day, but upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that those brown-red masses in the usually sunny sky over the Texas Panhandle are more meteors. The bare sky is barely visible. Ionia, when you entered the game, were there meteors? You wait. No response. Your stomach flips again. Fat puss, answer. Someone? Fear grips you. Fear has gripped you before, in shitty haunted houses or getting called in to see the principal. But those times were different. This is horrible. It tugs at you like fear itself is trying to pry your whole body apart. And what's worse is that it's working. You're not a hero. You're Chad Buskin. You're a wingman, a supporting character. You're not the guy who makes plans or stops the apocalypse. And as you look back inside of the countdown clock, you see the rest of your life ticking down. 5 minutes. You aren't going to make it. You're going to die. All you can do is take this final gift, these final 5 minutes, and do what you do best. Your 3 friends might be gone, taken by ghosts or meteors or gremlins or what unimaginable horror is out there that didn't exist yesterday. But you have 1 friend left, older than any of them. You open Pester Chum for the last time.
Introducing the Betty Crocker Bacon Fill, a delightful new pan that lets you prepare a cake with all kinds of delicious fillings. Imagine the look on your child's face when you cut into the cake and there's his favorite flavor of ice cream or her favorite gelatin. And who wouldn't enjoy a cake filled with delicious...
Your name is Dave Strider, yet again. You can't believe what you just witnessed. On your very own computer screen on a rainy roof, Rose Lalonde, your longtime friend, leapt off her house into a river. You're dumbfounded, slack-jawed, confounded even. What in the entire nation of tar? You stare at the empty roof. You don't have long to stare, because in short order, the screen goes blank for the first time since starting the game, presenting you with a new progress bar and a message. Loading. You don't know what to make of that, but the screen is gone. Without recourse, you consult the group chat. Rose? John? Anyone? No luck. Look, if anyone is out there, I just want to say, you three are my best friends, okay? Well, okay, I have like a fourth best friend who I have more history with, but I love all you an amount that is significant. Anyway, I think that we might actually die, and like, that would be fucked up under normal circumstances, though I guess that dying happens normally. What I'm saying is, we might die as an abnormal product of manufactured motherfucking conditions. Like we're in that movie where the guy dies because he gets rained on. Fuck. What movie is that? Blade Runner, that's the bitch. Full disclosure, I don't actually know if that's what happened. He just seemed bummed, and he was dying, and it was raining. That was a pretty good movie, but I could never sit through the whole thing for some reason. I liked Harrison Ford better in Indiana Jones and shit. Oh, I wrote a rap about this. Hang on. Harrison Ford, taking a vacation to the Norwegian fjord. Talking to a Wookiee, he can get some nookie. Harrison Ford is one tough-ass cookie. Then I've got like a verse ranking the coolness of his different hats. His Indiana Jones fedora and the Stormtrooper helmet are tied for number 2. Number 1 might shock and alarm you. Hi, Dave. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, it was my heartfelt message to all of you, but I got distracted. Oh, shoot, well, continue. Don't let me interrupt, I'm just checking in. But for the record, he didn't die because he got rained on. The Blade Runner man? How did he die? I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing either. I think he might have died because Harrison Ford made really bad origami. Huh. Well, the more you know. Hey, not to rush anything along, champ, but, shouldn't you be getting into the game? Ah, fuck. As usual, John's advice is sage as it is timely. You feel yourself blush, wishing you could delete messages, but since it's 2009 and you're all using IRC, that's impossible and probably will be forever. To follow John's advice getting into the game, however, you'll need your other disc. The other disc that was tragically stolen by a crow recently. Crows, in your experience, are bitches. Shit-headed fuckers who just steal objects, and you can't abide that. You know just where its nest is, too, on the little radio tower on your roof. Dodging your bro, you hope, you head to the roof. Sure enough, the smug corvid is peeking down at you like the fuckwad he is. You holler something, shaking your fist as you consider how to outfox it. I got some birdseed down here, look.
Dave.
Rose, holy fucking Christ on the ever-loving cross. You jumped off the roof.
I did. Would not recommend.
Noted. I'm glad you're okay. Somehow.
I am too, if you'd believe it. What's Jade's status?
She has the game, apparently. I gave her my discs. Or something.
I don't follow.
Yeah, I don't either, so... Hey, do you think Jade is, a crow, Rose? A crow just took my discs, and Jade said she got them.
I doubt it. The girl speaks in riddles. There's probably some explanation she's not even privy to.
Wow. Aren't you like a skeptic? I thought you didn't take stock in Jade's BS.
Times change. You should know.
Right. Well, I'm gonna climb a radio tower.
Don't do that. Dave? Dave?
Somehow, you can feel Rose's facepalm. You grip the metal rungs of the tower, tugging to make sure they support weight. You're not a huge fan of this, but you're not getting those things down any other way. The crow seems to detect you have designs on the discs, because it begins to irritably caw at you, swooping for your face. You fall down the little ways you just climbed, grumbling to yourself. Jackass bird. It's clear you need a weapon. You know just the thing. One of Bro's ornamental katanas. You know he wouldn't care if you dragged a weapon to the roof. He'd probably assume you were training. So you grab one, post-haste, beginning your ascent once more. Piece of shit bird. Take my precious video games. You mutter, edging up the tower, swiping clumsily at the bird as it swoops. This crow really hates your guts, it seems, and for your trouble, you get more than one peck mark. Hope this doesn't give you bird flu down the line. Ha! You grab the discs once you're up, but getting down is the second half of the issue. Not only this, but in your grabbing, you happen to knock the bird's whole nest down too, which, predictably, made it angry. Fuck! You slip down a rung, heart hammering as the crow caws and dive bombs. You probably look like a real dipshit up here getting attacked, clutching a computer game. Annoyed, you give another swipe, but to your dismay, the sword leaves your hand and... Oh no. Crunch. The sword lands on the ground right next to the dead bird. You wince. You didn't mean to kill it. You hop down the remaining feet, crouching over the corpse. You said you hated crows, but now you just feel bad, picking up the katana and resheathing it. Well, you got what you came for. Jade, I've got the goods. Time for you to get me in. Jade? Jade's MIA. You wonder what the hell's keeping her, as she seemed pretty excited a bit ago. You open the door to the stairwell and gasp in shock. 2 for flinching, says your bro, socking your arm 2 times. What are you doing? A bird stole my game, you say simply, averting your gaze and rubbing the spot where he punched. Things are still awkward from earlier. Well, you got it back, he says, nodding towards the discs in your clutches. Now scram. I'm gonna train up here. You nod, happy to escape his notice. Inside, you hastily install the client software, blowing air through your cheeks. You there, champ? Time is now. Still nothing from Jade. What a space case. Dude? You hear bro in the doorway. Oddly, he hasn't chosen to sneak up on you this time. Come up to the roof. You're not sure what this is about, but you nod, following your brother back out on the roof, your stomach turning as bro doesn't say anything. He's acting weird, and that's saying a lot, because he's a weird guy. You decide to try Chad instead. Yo, Chad, you okay? Been a minute. Chad? Fuck, where is everyone? You run a hand through your hair. On the roof, bro looks down, pointing to the crowd on the ground floor below. Curiously, you peek over the edge, and sure enough, the scene below is strange. Cars piled up end to end on your quiet side street. People running and weaving between the cars trying to escape, hollering and honking aggressively. The fuck? You ask in general. To your surprise, bro's finger tilts skyward. The speck you'd seen a few moments ago on the horizon is no longer a speck. In fact, it's rather enormous. And before you piece together what it is, your heart hammers. The fuck? You repeat incredulously. That's a meteor. It's time, bro says solemnly. His words mean nothing to you, and you can't just stand dumbfounded as you watch the meteor in the sky. You know it's hurtling towards you, but you just can't fathom it. It looks so calm, almost motionless in the bright blue Texas sky. Your phone buzzes. You yank it out. Dave. Fuck, Chad. I've been trying to get a hold of you for centuries, my guy. Do you see that? Yeah. You gulp. You know Chad lives in the Panhandle now, where you still live in Talus. If it's visible from where he is, how big is that thing? I think the game brought it here. The game? Spurb? Fucking Spurb? Were the trolls right? Fuck. Dave, please relax. You have to get into the game. It's the only way out. What? I don't know why, but that's what people are saying online. Some people are already inside. Chad, that's fucking insane. Didn't NASA see these meteors? Aren't they gonna fucking, I don't know, blow them up? This isn't Armageddon, Dave. This is real life. I hate to be a dick about this, but wasting your time fretting isn't gonna save your ass. You have to get into the game. Now. I can't lose you, man. By nature, you're a cool guy. A suave fella. Chad is right. This is no time to break character. You need to calm the fuck down. You already got Rose into the game, so now it's your turn. I'll meet you there. I promise. Don't get crushed by this fucking bullshit space rock. You understand? Bet. You dash inside, leaping down the stairs towards your room. Bro is off in the living room tinkering with something, but you don't have time to see what's on his workbench or why he seems to know about what's happening. Jade.
Dave!
I need to get into the game. Now.
Now? Oh, well, that's good timing. I just got my copies.
Yeah, my copies or whatever. As much as I'd love to devote a paragraph of text trying to figure out what the fuck you mean and feigning bafflement, we have a job to do. Now.
I agree, even though you did just type way more than you needed.
I'm installing the client. Connect to me and install the machines.
Yep. Out of curiosity, is your bro working on something right now?
Yeah, but that's not really relevant right now, is it?
I don't know. Oh, I see you.
Jade's connection to you is evidenced by her picking up your precious turntables. Jade, be careful with those. Fuck. Don't just throw shit around, that's how people get beamed.
Good point. This is super fun, though. It's like The Sims. Don't get into any pools, Dave.
I changed my mind. I'm taking chances with the meteor.
Okay. I'm going to plunk down the machines. Oops.
You read the word oops as you hear a crashing behind you. To your dismay, your precious turntables have been dropped and snapped in twain. You rake your hands down your face, aware that Jade can see you.
Oh, God, Dave, I'm sorry.
It's fine. We can't worry about that right now. While Jade works on placing the machines, you check your friend's group chat. Status report.
Status report? Easy there, John Luke.
It appears that you're fine. I don't know how after jumping off a roof into the river, but whatever.
I got better. Can't you see me on your screen?
No time.
Have you spoken with John?
Negative. No.
He got in before I have, but he hasn't been heard from. Then again, his stupid PDA is notoriously shitty. Jade?
Jade is getting me into the game.
Yup. Wait, who's going to get me into the game?
Ideally, John. Failing that? I don't know. I've done some research on VG FAQs. The forums have become somewhat bogged down due to the predictable panic, but a thread was opened by CG for those who have entered safely.
Ugh, I hate that guy.
Didn't he get banned?
He got better. It appears that once connected, a server-client pair can't unconnect, so we'll have to get someone else in if John can't connect to you, Jade. For now, Dave, you need to get in yourself.
Got it. And if I don't see you guys again...
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Don't say that.
Jade, how much time is remaining on Dave's Cruxtruder? It's the cylindrical machine.
I put that on your roof, Dave. Your bro is doing something up there with, a skateboard?
The fuck?
Jade, the timer. I believe that timer reaching 0 is when your corresponding meteor is set to impact.
Oh, jeez. 30.
Like, minutes?
No. Seconds.
Fuck. Your heart stops beating for a moment. You don't waste time grabbing bro's shitty katana and your phone, sprinting right back up to the roof where you began. Back on the blacktop, you see your bro, but once again you can't pay attention to that right now. Your head swivels for the cylindrical machine and you spot it, the Cruxtruder, just in time for the timer to read 10. 10 seconds isn't enough time. You don't even know what to do with this thing. You rush towards it, feeling your legs burn, but all of a sudden, and at last, your brother successfully distracts you. Get down, he howls, leaping back from his project. For years, your brother has had a pet project. He's something of an engineer, a skill not flexed in working on his dolls, so instead he focuses them on other things, namely, rocket-propelled skateboard apparatuses, all of which ended in failure. Predictably, the rockets on boards cause too much propulsion, meaning most of his efforts simply end up with the both of you watching helplessly as skateboards careen in unpredictable directions. You used to think this was a pointless hobby, but years of growing more distant with your brother makes you nostalgic for the times you spent with him in empty lots, testing his insane gizmos. It all seems like a memory now. Presently, the rocket board in question careens directly up into the sky. The fuck? You say from the ground where bro tackled you. Your question is answered not with words, but an explosion. High above you, the meteor bearing down on the earth shatters, sending shockwaves through Dallas. Your apartment building rocks, and in the distance, fragments of the meteor crash noisily into building. The honks below are now screams of terror. Didn't you ever wonder why I was stockpiling explosives, little man? Your brother asks. The dots connect. The board. The bomb. This was like Armageddon. I didn't know you were stockpiling explosives at all, bro, you say. Shows how much you know, he says. Do your thing. Once again, bro baffles you. You sit up on the roof, tearing your eyes away from the burning hellscape erupting around you.
Dave, the clock hit 0. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Bro blew up the meteor.
Dave? Check again.
You glance back at the Cruxtruder. The countdown has changed, but it's still very much counting, now reading a measly 121. The fuck? You hiss. What do I do?
The process is simple. 4 steps, as I understand.
Oh my god, 5 words or less.
Break open the Cruxtruder. Bitch.
You roll your eyes behind your shades, but comply. There's no mechanism, so you do what you can, shoving your shitty katana between the lid and the tube, using it as a lever to yank. It works, but the shitty katana snaps, landing in the carcass of the crow from before. You wince. You find a slot for your totem, slipping it inside. After a tense moment in which a meteor strikes the apartment next door, something appears on the platform. It's an egg.
I see it.
What the fuck do I do with an egg?
Break it? I had to break my alchemeter item to proceed.
No, I'm not breaking an egg.
Is there an orb nearby?
You look around. Sure enough, there is. It's orange, the same color as your new egg, which you gingerly hold. The egg is about as big as your head, and the orb your torso. Should I put the egg in the orb?
No, I don't think that'll work. I'm not sure what the orb is, but it's hard to explain. I don't think that it's related to your entry, but it can bring things to life, in a sense.
Suddenly, a compulsion overtakes you. Your eyes flick into the dead bird you killed. With your sword as a spade, you use the flat of the now broken katana to pick up the bird gingerly. Here, you say to your orb, offering it the bird.
Dave, I hate to be that guy, but you don't really have time to play with dead birds, okay? Dave, there are only 20 seconds left. Stop cradling the egg like you're its mama.
Maybe I am its mama. What do you know? 2 things happen at once. First, the orb envelops the bird, and second, a meteor strikes your home's AC unit, knocking you to the ground, letting the katana and egg fall from your hands, careening in 2 directions through the air. Another compulsion strikes you. Even though bro always says keep hold of your weapon, you let it clatter to the ground, diving for the egg, hands outstretched. You don't know why, but you can't let it break. As your chest hits the ground and your glasses tilt askew, you feel your outstretched hands snag the egg, and you let out a breath, just in time to see the egg crack open. From nearby, you hear a caw. Not a caw of irritation like you'd heard climbing the radio tower, but a caw of triumph. The crack in the egg isn't a break. The egg is hatching, and the crow is pleased about it. But wait, the crow should be dead. Before you can consider that, however, tiny shards of meteor begin raining down upon you like hail, stinging your body, your clothes feeling like they're catching fire. You hear the formerly dead crow caw again. In your hands, the egg hatches. After that, everything goes blank.
The secret is these 3 separate sections. Just pour your favorite Betty Crocker cake mix into the main bacon-filled pan.
Homestuck Alternate Universe is written by Funk McLovin. Act 1 art is by James Webcomics. Voice acting is done primarily by Bucky, Alter Universe Wash, aka Janaya, and Articulately Composed. A special thanks to the current VFP patrons, Susa Brees, Kaleidoscope Mediator, and Elizabeth. All patrons are now on screen. Subscribe to patreon.com/funkmclovin to get early access to episodes, downloadable episodes, and behind-the-scenes content, including music and podcasts. And don't forget to check us out on Archive of Our Own and MSPFA. Special thanks to Andrew Hussie for writing Homestuck. And thank you for watching.